I'm speaking in the prisons, I talk about AA and my recovery, and then I start focusing on the brain, on fight or flight. What my fear is for them is that once they walk out the door, that fear is going to be there, and they're not going to be trained to, have any kind of peace or anything. So I do go into some of the brain issues, and then we do some meditation. And they love the meditation. And anyway,
Great.
that's it.
Thank you. Okay. Want to go next?
Yeah, I'll segue from Karen and say that within the last year I have discovered her wonderful world of criminal justice over at UALR, and I go around saying I'm in love with David Montague. He's awesome. I don't know if he's one of the authors of the program that you talked about, Karen, Reentry, but I know he's working hard to expand and improve it. He's a professor there, and I went to the Inside Out program, which I highly recommend. They scramble for people to participate in it, and it's just not right because it's so fabulous. They bring people from UALR into the Wrightsville prison, and you have a class together, a criminal justice course, and the insiders are inside and the outsiders are outside. And it's a fabulous program. I had such a wonderful experience last semester that I'm considering retaking it. I took it because I heard the originator, the woman who started this program, speak at the Clinton School. And when I went up to her afterwards and told her how wonderful I thought her program was, she said, well, you have it right here at UALR,
Right.
And no, I didn't know.
Uh-huh.
So my concern is to get David Montague and the program exposed. I'm trying to find someone who will write it up. Through Ellis, I'm going to go to them guys at the high profile and hope to get them. Anyway, check it out. I highly recommend it. Of course, I can go for free with no tuition, but I liked him so well that I'm taking a second course, Crime and Behavior, which is absolutely fascinating. And through Crime and Behavior class, I went to Reentry the other night. I went to David Montague's module on consequences at Wrightsville. And again, we need lots more of that program. Lots more of it. And I'm not sure how that's going to happen, but David Montague and some others are working on it, and I think it's well worth supporting however we can, their endeavors. I started out in this prison world with a concern for the death penalty, and Lucy's friend was my first friend on death row, and it was absolutely life-changing. I got to experience firsthand that the man that they executed was not the man they convicted. And one of the things that's wrong with it, among many others, is that it cuts off all possibility of redemption. And so anyway, that's my platform. And through ACADP, the Arkansas Coalition to Abolish the Death Penalty, I got involved with Murder Victim Families for Reconciliation, national organization of the families of murder victims who oppose the death penalty, although they're trying to expand their program to include all family members, regardless of their position on the death penalty. But traditionally, it's been family members who oppose the death penalty, and that would be me, because my brother was killed 40 years ago. No one here in Little Rock knew about that until his perpetrator was arrested 40 years after the fact. And it made the news all over the country, and then I was outed that I was a murder victim family member, and Dave Rickard, who many of you know, said, we need someone to organize murder victim families in Arkansas.
Right.
So,
Right.
and now I'm on their national board and trying to figure out how best to organize here in Arkansas. But the aspect of what I saw here that interests me is literacy, because in a former life I was a elementary school teacher, and I volunteered for a period of time, for several years, in the Literacy Action Council. So I really am not looking for any more to do, but somehow things keep, and I retired 2 years ago and was invited back to work. So I'm working at my old job half-time and liking it better than I ever did before, because I'm so much freer now. But, so anyway, my life is full, but I'm definitely interested in our prison population, and so encouraged that it's getting some attention now. Hooray for the downturn in the economy. I mean, it's making people think about things.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Thank you, Judith. Michelle?
Well, I'm Michelle Moore. I met Anna back in 2008, I guess, because I was browsing around online and found a young man's story. He was on death row in Texas, and he was publishing his diary, his journal online, and I got to reading it and was blown away. Realized that this guy on death row has feelings and thoughts and dreams and hopes and all that stuff just like me, and so I wanted to get involved. Searched and searched and searched for something going on here in Arkansas, and that's when I came across Anna and got involved with her works, just doing whatever I could. From that, she introduced me to Robert, who's now my fiance. She introduced me to him in 2009. At the time, he was on death row, and since then, he has been moved from death row, and his sentence is now life without. So he spent 12 years on death row and is now serving general population down at Varner. And so my passion is along there, as well as what Anna does. Right now, going back to your plate is full. I agree. Anybody that does this kind of work, if you're working with a half plate full, you're not working to your capacity. So, anyways, my plate is very full with what I do for Robert and helping him with his daily life, his daily struggles. Along with that, I've recently taken up, along with Jean, we've taken up the arduous task of focusing on mass incarceration issues here in Arkansas and across the United States, really. So our focus right now is public education, public awareness of these issues, and the issues surrounding mass incarceration is a extensive list. So Jean and I are working on a few different things surrounding mass incarceration. So that's pretty much my story. I don't know what else
Tell
to
us
say.
about Robert's heart.
Yes, I was thinking that.
Yeah.
Share the news.
And what's Robert's last name?
Robert Robbins, and he is a phenomenal artist. And I'm not just being biased with that opinion.
Because somebody else that's it.
Yeah, we've struggled for quite some time to get his art out and recognized and all that, and just recently I got him registered with the Arts Council here in Arkansas. They do an Arkansas Artist Registry, So I got him registered and got all of his stuff, uploaded to an online profile, and submitted one of his pieces to competition they do every year. It's the Small Works competition, and we just got notice last week that one of his pieces was accepted to tour. So starting in January, his piece will tour with the state tour across the state. So we're super excited about that. So yeah.
It's at the Art Center for a period of time also, isn't it?
I don't know. I think from what I understand, the Arts Councils, they start their tour in January, and they
Move around the
yeah,
state,
there's 10 different places that they tour across the state.
Yeah.
So
Well, I hope we have an opportunity to see that.
yeah. So it's pretty exciting. So.